Why the name Fur Rendezvous? Long before anybody had a need for oil, fur was Alaska's most important natural resource. Because fur trading was still the second leading industry in Alaska in 1935, it became an important part of the festival and a golden opportunity for trappers and buyers to meet in Anchorage and eliminate the expensive middleman. By having a February auction, the trappers were able to get a jump on the market, and as long as they were in town, why not get them to hang around a while and spend a chunk of that new money? Hey, it gets lonely out in the deep woods. In addition to the official Rondy fur auction, the state of Alaska has an annual hide and horn auction during the festival.
I'd like to welcome you to the state of Alaska bear hide and horn auction. Remember that these furs are taken in defense of life and property. Some of them are poached and confiscated back by the state, and all the money goes back to the state of Alaska. So that's part one of the sale. Part two of the sale, this is an estate. Again, we get special permits to sell the hides. 100 and a quarter, 100 and a quarter, 100 and a half, 100 and a half, 175, 150 is the bid. Would you go 175, 175, 175 one time? Last call. Sold 100 and a half, number 346.
So it looks like people are progressively dropping 30 seconds as they come up the hill.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
The World Championship Sled Dog Race has been the premier Fur Rondy event since 1946. If the Iditarod features the marathon athletes of the canine world, these 25-mile-long races feature the world-class sprinters. It seems like every time you turn around, there's another World Championship event. The dog weight pull started in 1967 as a bet. Every year, dogs and their owners compete against each other for cash, notoriety, and the World Championship. The all-time record of 5,220 pounds was set in 1976. They ran out of weight and started putting spectators on the sled.
Hey, with almost 120 events packed into 17 days, well, we had to miss a couple of the big ones. But I wasn't about to miss the Grand Prix auto race. One of the oldest street races in North America, the Grand Prix has been providing racing action for over 50 years. There are classes for a wide range of street racers, and if you can hot rod it, well, it can probably run in the Grand Prix.
At 12 o'clock,
It's like Daytona with snow.
Memorial lap with Brian Dowdy. Anyone who would like to participate is invited. Checkered flag
I love these little legend
carry
cars.
around the track, and the course workers will be on the track during the parade lap. We also have Larry Csonka here today, and he will be getting a lap around the
Since I have an in with one of the race sponsors, well, I thought maybe I could drive in one of the races. I kind of like these legend cars. Be like a canned salmon in here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should find something a little more in my size. I've driven a Volkswagen before. I mean, how dangerous could a Volkswagen be? What are you driving this year?
Well, I got a 1972 Super Beetle with a 3.6 liter 911 Porsche in the back, putting out approximately...
Wait, whoa. You got a Porsche engine in the back?
Yes, sir.
A big Porsche engine.
A big one.
A massive Porsche engine. What do you got for transmission?
We're running a late model 5-speed Porsche transmission.
I mean smooth.
Oh, classic.
What are you hitting in the straightaways with this on good turf?
I think we can get about 100 to 110 out of her today.
You know, this isn't what I thought was going to happen up here. I pictured a whole other thing. Now, I'm getting this is a full lesson. This Grand Prix has been around for like 50 years, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I mean,
sir.
their Fur Rondy's been on for 75 years or so, and the Grand Prix has been a big part of that for like 50 years.
Yes,
so
sir.
It's been very active. Well, good luck today.
Thank you, Larry.
We'll be watching you and pulling for you.
Thanks for being on my team.
I'll be the flag man. I'm going to run one lap, and then I'm going to get the hell out of the way. For over 5,000 years, people have been living in the Anchorage area. But it wasn't until the late 1700s that Captain James Cook became the first European to describe the area that is now the site of Alaska's largest city. Periodic gold strikes and fur trading attracted a small but steady stream of settlers to the area. But it was the decision in 1915 to build a rail line connecting the Kenai Peninsula with Fairbanks that really put Anchorage on the map.
Ship Creek Landing in the middle of present-day Anchorage was selected as the headquarters for the new Alaska Railroad. By the time of the first Fur Rondy in 1935, the tents of the railroad workers had grown into a town of over 3,000 residents, becoming incorporated as Anchorage along the way. Also about this time, Alaska's famous bush pilots made Anchorage's Merrill Field and Lake Hood the busiest civilian airports in the United States, a claim that still holds today.
Defense spending and jobs during World War II and the Cold War increased the importance and prosperity of Anchorage over the next 30 years. Then on Good Friday, 1964, the largest earthquake ever recorded in North America devastated the region. In Anchorage, 115 lives were lost and a large portion of the city was destroyed. Anchorage quickly rebuilt, and by the end of the 60s, the city had become the natural choice for headquarters of the large corporations developing Alaska's North Slope oil fields and the Trans-Alaska Pipeline.
Today, half of all Alaskans call Anchorage home.
It's always been friendly up here, and the thing I enjoy a lot is growth, you know. It's always growing, getting better and better, and I think the people that in charge of the city, they do a fine job.